Welcome back to my channel. In the world of global finance, especially when it comes to the Iraqi dinar, key figures often become the center of intense speculation and discussion. One such figure is Alaq, the current governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. Recently, there has been a notable surge in calls for his removal, with critics citing various reasons for why they believe he should step down. Despite the mounting pressure, Alaq remains firmly in his position, raising questions about the motives behind these calls and the broader implications of his continued tenure. To understand the situation, we need to delve into the dynamics at play. The calls for Alaq to leave his post have been loud and persistent, especially over the past week. These calls have not come from just any quarters, but from influential voices within Iraq, who are discontented with his performance. They argue that under Alaq's leadership, the central bank has not delivered the results needed to stabilize and strengthen the Iraqi economy, particularly in managing the value and perception of the Iraqi dinar. Critics have labeled him as incompetent, blaming him for what they see as mismanagement that has led to financial instability. However, it's important to look beyond these accusations and consider the broader context. Alaq's critics have been vocal for over a year, yet despite their efforts, he remains in office. This persistence suggests that there are powerful forces supporting his continued leadership, and these forces are not to be underestimated. One must ask, if Alaq is truly as incompetent as his critics claim, why has he not been removed? The answer likely lies in the complex interplay of domestic and international interests. It's clear that the U.S. government, including the U.S. Federal Reserve, as well as Iraqi Prime Minister al-Sudani, have a stake in the matter. These entities likely believe that Alaq's leadership, while not perfect, is still preferable to the uncertainty that might follow his removal. This belief could stem from a variety of reasons, including a desire to maintain stability in Iraq's financial system during a critical period, or a belief that Alaq's replacement might lead to even greater challenges. Moreover, the agenda of those calling for Alaq's removal must be scrutinized. It's possible that some of these critics have ulterior motives, perhaps seeking to replace Alaq with someone more aligned with their own interests. In politics and finance, such agendas are not uncommon, and they often drive the public narrative in ways that are not immediately apparent. Therefore, while the criticisms of Alaq may have some merit, they should be weighed against the possibility that his removal could serve the interests of a select few rather than the Iraqi people as a whole. As we examine this situation, it's essential to remember that central bank leadership is not just about technical competence. It's also about navigating the intricate web of political and economic interests that surround any major financial institution. Alaq, for better or worse, seems to have managed to balance these interests sufficiently to retain his position. In conclusion, the ongoing debate over Alaq's future at the Central Bank of Iraq is a microcosm of the broader challenges facing the Iraqi economy. While his critics continue to call for his ouster, the fact that he remains in his position suggests that there are significant reasons, perhaps known only to a few, why his leadership is still deemed necessary. As events unfold, it will be crucial to monitor how these dynamics evolve and what they might mean for the future of the Iraqi dinar and the country's financial stability.